came and rolled the stone away. How first Mary and Salome and the other Mary came to anoint his body and prepare it for burial and did not find it. How the angel conversed with the women. And then how Peter and John came and looking for him. They came back and they told the story. They told the stories to the chief priest, Caiaphas, and the other priests. Now they have an eyewitness to the resurrection. Somebody that was there to see it all happen. Before Matthew writes it down, before Mark writes it down, before Luke writes it down, before John writes it down, they have an eyewitness. Yes. What do they do? So here, take some money. I want you to go and tell everybody that his disciples came and stole his body and took it away. And now they're promulgating this lie that he has risen from the dead. What they say in baseball, 3 strikes you're out. First in his mouth, then in the Lord's mouth, and then in a faithful eyewitness's mouth. They hear the truth, but they can't handle the truth. That's what I would call Caiaphas' state of mind. Hearing the word of God, hearing the truth, but can't handle it. Why can't Caiaphas and the rest of the priests handle the truth? All for 3 reasons. Power, position, and perspective. We'll take them in reverse order. First, perspective. Their perspective was wrong. See, they thought that the reason that they were able to maintain power was because Rome allowed it. Because Rome put them in place. Matter of fact, if you read a little bit about the history of this time and the relationship between the high priest and the Roman government, in some ways the Roman government had influence over who was going to be high priest. Because they wanted a partner that they could work with. Someone that could keep the people in a subdued manner and make sure that there weren't any riots and weren't out there rebel rousing or anything like that. So they wanted to make sure they had the right man in that job. So it was some accommodation. So these men, and Caiaphas in particular, felt that their power, their position, their place in the community came not from God, but from Rome. So when they heard the word of God, that there was another king other than Caesar, they said, Caesar's going to be upset with this. He's going to be angry about this. He's going to be mad about this. And we need to do something to make sure that Caesar does not get upset. So let's kill Jesus. Their perspective was wrong. They didn't understand that the earth is the Lord and the fullness thereof, and the world and all they that dwell in it. Everybody, everything belongs to him. Sun rises and sets because of him. Everything has been placed in order, even our very own lives. So, because their perspective is wrong, they can't handle the truth. But not only because of their perspective, it's because they also love their position. This comes back to pride. Love my position. Because if I would perhaps admit that maybe the truth that I thought the thing that I thought was true yesterday is not actually true. And what God is telling me today is the real truth. And therefore I need to change what I'm doing, change how I'm living, change the way I'm walking, change the way I'm talking, change the friends that I have, change how I conduct my business. Pre-adventure, I might have to change my position. But some of us love our position. I'm not willing to give this up. And if I admit that you're Lord, then I'm going to have to give what I got up. And I'm not willing to give it up. So right now the people can focus on me. They can look to me, I'm the high priest. And if I say that you're the King of glory, and I admit that the people who were throwing the palm saying, Hosanna, Hosanna in the highest, blessed is he that cometh in the name of the Lord, all right, then instead of paying me all this homage, I should be out paying him homage. But I like my position too much. Perspective, wrong perspective. Love of that position. And in some ways it's a love of power. This idea that I have some authority to tell this one this thing, and to tell that one that thing, and what I say people are going to pay attention to and do. And I'm not willing to give up that power. I'm not willing to give up that authority. I don't want anybody to listen to this Jesus. I'd much rather them just listen to me. If someone's going to teach, let it be me. I'm the high priest. Why would I just let this rabbi from Nazareth come up in the synagogue and teach? Who's ever taught him? Did he go to the schools that I went to? Did he sit under the teachers that I taught or that taught me? No! Before anyone's going to do any teaching about God here, they at least should come and listen to me first. Power, position, perspective. That was Caiaphas' problem. And that's why he was unable to accept the ultimate truth. The one thing that every man, woman, boy, and girl ought to believe. That Jesus died for their sin. That he is the Messiah. That he is the Lord of Lords and the King of Kings. That he is the one who's able to save us all. That he's the Son of God. And even though God put it in his mouth, God put it in his own mouth and let him hear his voice say it. Even though he had reliable eyewitnesses that it was true, he couldn't handle the truth. I know some of you said, well, I'm glad I'm not Caiaphas. And I'm glad I do not have a Caiaphas mindset. But you may want to reflect on that declaration. Because yes, while you may have accepted the fact that he is Lord, he is Lord. He has risen from the dead, and he is Lord. There may be some other things that God has put in your mouth and put in. And you've heard his voice say, and then you've heard the testimony of some eyewitness, and they're telling you the truth. They may be telling you the truth that the Lord is a real shepherd, and you shall not want. And so even though you may find that these may be difficult economic times, that God never has and never will leave nor forsake you, and that he is going to take care of you.